Welcome ladies and gentlemen, today we are here in Monza for the 5th round of the Formula Europe Championship, the Italian Grand Prix, which is the fastest of the season. In turn 1 we have to brake hard at the 150 meter bar, then in second gear we have to keep the car as close to the apex as possible without hitting the orange curb, which can destabilize the car. Then we have to get a good traction into turn 3, in which we are flat out heading towards the second sector. For the first chicane of the second sector, the Roger chicane, we have to brake under the bridge and then, in third gear, trying again to hit the apex without hitting the internal orange curbs. Then we have the first corner of Lesmo, in which we are in fourth gear trying to keep the car stable during the exit. And then we have the second corner of Lesmo, in which we are ready to get a good launch into the second DRS zone, in which we're heading toward the third sector. Now we're ready for the Ascari chicane. Here we have to brake at the 100 meter board, and then in fourth gear we have to keep the car in a correct line, which is very difficult because easily you can go over the curb losing the back end of the car. Then we are flat out again heading toward the last turn of the track. Here we have to brake a little bit after the 100 meter board, and then in fifth gear we have to touch the apex during the first part of the corner, unleashing all the power of the car, heading towards the finish line.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 5th race of the Formula Europe Championship 2016. And tonight we are in Monza. It's the Temple of Speed, the fastest track of the entire Formula 1 Championship. And tonight I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have a fantastic race. But let me introduce to you the guys that will be with me tonight. And I'm introducing first our broadcaster, Bandicoot92. Welcome.
Good evening.
We also have one more guy with us tonight, and I'm talking about the man who will be our race marshal tonight. So please welcome the official race marshal tonight here in Monza. It's Mark 17.
Hello Luca, good evening.
And I'm also very pleased to announce to you that we're gonna have a special guest here tonight alongside me, and I'm talking about one of the maybe fastest driver that F1 Simu have on his site. So please welcome with me tonight my guest at this time, F1 Simu Adeo.
Hi guys, good evening.
So before go much further, let's this qualifying has already begun. We have just 15 minutes before the checkered flag. There are 25 degrees is the air temperature, and we also have 33 degrees on the track. The drivers are already on track, and there is a lot of traffic because we just getting informed that there's maybe gonna be rain in the next 10 minutes. There's gonna be maybe a light rain coming to wet the track, and we have Torn and Ali K for Apex Online Racing already on track with a 27.6 in the first sector, 27.5 for both Danny92 and Ali K in the first sector, but the record is for Matouf with a 27.4 in the first sector. Torn and Ali K will be the first two drivers who will complete the lap, but Ali K have a very slow second sector, 30.1. Surely his teammate is faster than him with a 27.8, 28.0 for Danny92. And here it is, the first lap with the soft tires. Thorn gets the pole position with 1, 21.9 against the 1, 24.5, and now Shalazaska with 1:22.4, 4/10 of a second slower than Thorn, but Danny 92 gets the pole with a super soft tire. It's a 1:21.8, just 35 cents of a second faster than Thorn, that is also on a less faster tire as he completed his lap on the soft tires, the yellow tire. Matuf 1:22.2, 3/10 of a second away from the pole position, but he have the record in the first sector. Let's see what is happening right now. There's F1 Racing Mark on track. He's with this Red Bull and super soft tire, but he made a bit of a mistake in the Roger chicane. In the Roger chicane, as it seems like his lap is been cancelled by the game, so this lap will not count. He was having a very good first sector. He got a 27.1 in the first sector, was 3/10 of a second faster than the previous record in that sector. And so let's see, we have Ali K 1:21.3 is the new pole position, half a second faster than 92, and that is the new pole position time for tonight, when we still have 12 minutes to go. And as we announced you before, there's maybe a light rain coming to wet the track in the next few minutes. So for the leaders of the championship, F1 Italian team is the team that is leading the championship, and tonight they're gonna have Nicola 46 and Marco Ganu representing them. Nicola is just now completing his fast lap on soft tires with a 1:22.4, 1.1 second far from the pole position. We have also Marco Ganu on track, the two Ferrari team of F1 Italian team. But it seems like Ganu have maybe only try to give to Nicola 46 the opportunity to go faster on the straight by giving him his sail. And let's see what's happening, because we still have action on track. We have Sabo that is now, let's see, no, it's Sabo is just starting now his flying lap. He's on soft tires.
Nicola out of Lesmo 2 with soft tires, he go outside. And a lot of drivers try to make the qualify with soft tires.
Yeah. By now, the only two drivers that have set a time with the soft tires are J-Tor 97 and F1 Nicola 46. These are the only two drivers who try to qualify with a soft compound. And now Libero with 1:22.3, he's 9/10 of a second slower than the pole position, but he grabbed the 5th place right now when we still have 10 minutes to go. We also have Sabo is pretty slow in the first sector with a 28. Manuel Juve 1:22.3. He's in 6th place, and he also set his time with a soft tire. He is the 3rd driver who attempt to qualifying with a yellow tire. There's also Stig with the McLaren, and he's out on super soft tires. Let's see the action. Sabo is not going much further with that time. He's on soft tire and he's on a 1:27.2. He is 9th and last of the drivers who already set a time. But there's Marco Ganu with a 27.5 in the first sector, and he's pretty close to the pole position. But remember, he is on super soft tire. 27.9 in the second sector. He lost 2/10 of a second there from Ali K He's in line for a first row. He may be on second place if he continue like that. Now the Parabolica is the last corner. Let's see what he is going to do with the super soft tire. Marco Gano right on the finish line right now, and he's on a 1:21.7. 4/10 of a second from the pole position, but he is second and he is provisionally in first row alongside Ali K, that is still the poleman tonight.
And Ali K made a really great lap because 4/10 is really big on the track like Monza, and the other drivers are pretty close, but between first and second is really big.
Yeah, the distance between the pole position and the second is pretty high. It's 4/10 of a second.
Pole position for Thorn.
Oh, Thorn improved himself. He got his time on the super soft tire. It's a 1:21.2, and this is a first row provisionally, a first row for Apex Online Racing with JTOR97 and Ali K completely flying here in Monza. They're really flying right here. They just separating by 1/10 of a second, and in the meantime Shalazasco improves himself 1:22.0, almost just a little less than 8/10 of a second from the pole position, and he is fifth. He just overtake Matouf and Danny92 1:21.6. He improves himself and he is third right now. Marco Gano is now.
Stig in
Let's
the
see
exit
what
of
Stig is going to
Parabolica.
do. Record in the first sector 27.6,
Yes,
and he's
pole
pole
position.
position. Pole position 1:21.2. The McLaren on Stig is again in pole position. We already see him in pole position in the first race in Baku. We see him starting in the front row in Bahrain, and now he's again on pole position, just 14 of a second faster than Thorn.
Yes, the gap is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, even maybe faster than the blink of an eye. Sabo 1:24.5. He's still in the last position, and he is 3 second point lower than the pole position set by Stig. There is also Mark record in the first sector, and then 27.9 in the second sector. He lose a little bit of a time in the second sector. He almost lost 3/10 of a second there, but let's see what he's going to do. He's on the finish line, and he's third with a 1:21.2. 83 of a second from the pole position. We have 3 drivers in less than 1/10 of a second.
And the first sector of Mark was really incredible, but the two last not really good. It's a shame.
Now let's see what the others are going to do. There is Manuel Juve on track with the super soft tires. We also have Matouf on track. He's also on super soft tires. Libero is the same thing, but I can clearly see some raindrops on the car, so I do believe that it's starting to rain right there.
Yes, it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining, so I don't think that they're gonna be able to improve themselves right now. There are still 5 minutes to go till the end of the session, but usually when the rain starts to fall, it's really hard to improve what you have done on the dry track. Libero 1:21.7, and he is 6th, and Gano is falling down the grid. He's only P7 right now. P7, and he's almost 6/10 of a second far from the pole position. So F1 Italian team is really struggling right now in this qualifying. They are, as I told you before, they are the leader of the championship, and they are now only on P7 and P12, so they really have to be careful, because the other drivers are not gonna give up so easily in these last 2 races of the championship. I do believe the rain is really falling right now. 25.7, 27.9. My Matuf is trying to improve himself, but
Yes,
is just
almost.
a bit higher. Is just a bit higher,
Yes, yes.
just 1/10 of a second. And let's see, and improve himself.
Incredible.
121.9, and he's 8, just behind the Ferrari of Marco Ganu. This is going to be interesting because we have the first two team of the main standing of the championship struggling right now because the two F1 Simu drivers that are Libero and Matuf are now on P6 and P8. Marco Gano is between them on P7, and then we have F1 Nicola 46 in P12 with 122.4. But I do believe we still have to remember that Nicola 46 have set this time on the soft tires, and all the drivers who have tried to set their time on the soft tires are in the last position of the grid, and these drivers are Manuel Juve, Cron numero 1, F1 Nicola 46 and Sabo. Only 4 drivers have set their time on soft tires, on a harder compound.
Oh, Turn was on a good lap, but made a mistake in Parabolica. I think he was in position to perhaps take the pole position.
Let's see what he's
I don't
trying
know.
to do.
He made a mistake, so he go to the pit lane.
Yeah,
It's over
he
for
decided to go to the pit, so this lap will not count for him. So we still have just a bit more than 2 minutes to the check red flag. The temperatures on the track didn't change. We still have 25 degrees in the air and 33 degrees on the track, but the situation is that Stig is on pole position, and he's going to have JTOR 97 next to him on the front row. On the second row, F1 Racing Mark and Ali K. Danny 92 and Libero on P5 and P6. 7th place for Marco Ganu. P8 for Matuf. Then in 5th row, we have Shalazasqua and Manuel Juve. In the 6th row on P11 and P12, Cron numero 1 and F1 Nicola 46. And then closing the standings, we have Sabo in 13th place, 3.3 seconds far from the pole position. So looking at the weather forecast, it seems like we're gonna have a pretty unpredictable race, because we have for sure that the race will start on a dry track, but the weather forecast told us that approximately at the half of the race, at the half of the distance, we may gonna have some rain to to shake the cars, if you know what I mean. So let's see, these are just the last minutes before the last second before the check red flag. 30 seconds to go,
Stig
and
try
no one is improving.
and last lap. It's a little bit surprising, because I think pole position is sure for him, but he preferred to assure another lap.
Let's see what he is going to do, but I don't believe it. Let's see,
A little bit
27.4. He is not so slow, because he lost just only 1/10 of a second in the first sector from his
It's
time.
also possible
He
to
set
improve.
27.6 and 26.1 in the last two sector. Let's see what he's going to do. He's out on Lesmo 2 right now, opening the DRS one more time. Taking a look at the first sector and the second sector of Stig. I do believe he is slowing down right now. Yes, it's a 30.2. He lost much time right there. So these are the standings. Stig, J-Torn, Mark, Halikay, Danny 92, Libero, Ganu, Matuf, Shalazasqua, Manuel Juve, Cron numero 1, F1 Nicola 46 and Sabo. So the qualifying session is over. We're gonna be back soon for the race, but now just a very short commercial break before the start of the race. And we are back live as the cars are ready. Completed the warm-up lap. We're gonna have 53 laps here in Monza with Sting on pole position, followed by the Sauber of Jay Thorne and Mark Alikay, Danny 92, Libero, Marco Matuf, Shalasasqua, Manuel Juve. We have so many action right here for this race. So we are just waiting for the green flag to be shown at the back of the grid. Waiting now for the lights to go on. Here we are with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on, lights out in Monza, and look at the start of the car with Stig that is trying to defend his first position. The Thorne goes on the outside in turn 1 with Mark behind them. Looking at the group behind there, and it seems like nothing happened at turn 1. Everything's good. The two Sauber really close to each other right now. And Nicola 46 with the Ferrari is just only now rejoining the lobby, so we immediately have, oh, and there's a Red Bull trying to attack LK for the 4th place. So after the start, Stig is still on the lead with the Red Bull of Mark in P2. Then we have the two Red Bulls with Tony in 3rd and LK in 4th. 5th place for Danny 92. Then the Ferrari of Marco Ganu, Libero, Matuf, Manuel Juve, Shalasasqua and Sabo. And there's Marco Gano trying to attack Danny 92 at the Ascari, but he still have to stay behind. But really, it's going to be a hard race right here. And again, Marco Gano goes on the outside of the Red Bull of Danny 92. Let's see if he's going to be able to complete the overtake. He is still on the outside, trying to resist the Red Bull. And it seems like he is in front, but now he have to defend himself from the attack
And Libero
of Danny
will
92.
take the P5, I think.
And Libero on the inside, look at this, they are
Oh,
three in the
yeah.
first corner, and he goes very
Very
long.
late.
Yes, I do believe he really brake much later than the others. So Marco Gano is still in 5th, but Danny 92 is again right behind them, and in front Stig have been overtaken by Mark. So now we have a Red Bull leading the race with Mark, Stig, Thorne and Alikay. The fight is very, very harsh right there. Marco Gano with the Ferrari still behind Danny 92. He had to try to avoid the attack of the Red Bull driver, but Stig on the inside of Mark trying to overtake him again. And let's see, no, he's still behind. Mark is still on the lead of the race. And the two Red Bull fight against each other. They are actually in 3rd and 4th place. So we are completing now lap number 2. And Mark is leading the race in front of Stig.
Contact Danny with Ganu in the Parabolica.
Danny. And let's see what happened between them with Ganu. Then he's 9th and Libero in 8th. They lost so much time with that contact. I don't know what happened at this corner, but Stig is trying to overtake again, and Marco Ganu again with some problems behind. He is really struggling with his Ferrari. F1 Italian team is already without a driver at the start, as they lost F1 Nicola 46 before the start of the race for a disconnection. And so now Marco Ganu is on P10, and he is immediately followed by the McLaren of Sabo.
Yeah, it's a really, really tough start for Marco.
It's a really tough start. In the meantime, the leader, Mark, still defending himself from the McLaren of Stig that now can open the DRS. He goes on the inside and he overtakes him to regain the lead of the race. Anything can happen in this race. It's going to be very, very hard.
I think we will see a lot of overtake.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just the
pretty
beginning.
sure about it. And Marco Gano is really struggling with his car right now. I still see him. I'm still seeing him with. Just like he's losing the control of the rear of his car so many times. But Mark again on the attack of Stig.
And Tom-
And look at they're torn
Oh, it's
in
too
the
late, too
inside.
late, too late,
Look
too
at
late.
this. Yes, it's too late.
Yes, he cut the
It's too
chicane.
late. Like Libero before, and he lost some time with Mark again in front of Stig. They're still fighting against each other. Stig trying to get the inside at the Curva Grande. He's gonna have the outside for the Roggia, and yes, he is behind Mark brilliantly, defend himself in the inside.
And they lose a lot of time. I think it's not really smart because
They're
they
losing
can,
a lot of time because
yes.
there's Danny 92 behind them with Matuf and Manuel Juve, and all of these three drivers are rejoining the four leaders.
Yes. And Thorn, I think, will be in the third position and at the end of the lap. It's really easy to come back.
Marco Ganu completing the overtake on the Mercedes of Shalazasqua, and he's now P9. He's trying now to catch again the group. As I said to you before, it seems like anything can happen tonight. And again, the leaders fighting against each other.
Mark will overtake for sure. And
they're all
perhaps.
gonna have the DRS right now, except of Stig. Mark is passed. Torn goes in the inside. Excuse me. Ali K goes on the inside with Torn behind. They are really next to them.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Look at how much they were close to each other right there. And it seems like Ali K have completed the overtake. But look at his back, because there's Torn who goes on the outside for the Roggia. So Mark is in the lead. And also
Mark
Torn
has a
overtakes the
little
McLaren.
opportunity because if the fight begins between P2, 3 and 4, perhaps Mark, yes. If he
can try to
he
gain
had
time.
1 second, it's
And
it's a good chance.
Matuf have also overtaken Danny 92, so Matuf is now 5th, and he is trying to catch the Saubers that are not so far from him.
Oh, the 2 Sauber. It's really in NASCAR it's dangerous. And Matuf and Danny. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this situation. This situation can be critical with the Sauber. It's gonna be very hard with Stig on the inside, Danny 92. Damn it! We have 5 cars in the same corners.
2 drivers in the same place.
That is something you can tell to your kids. Just tell them, don't try this at home, but especially don't try this on the road. And look at the situation, is pretty critical with the 2 Saubers still behind this. It's really unbelievable. And the man who's gaining advantage of this, it's Mark. Then he's now the leader with a almost 3-second advantage on Ali K, that is second.
The gap is really big. In 1 lap, it takes 3 seconds. It's incredible.
Battle is very hard right there, and Stig again overtaking Thorn, and he's back in 3rd position right now. And looking at the pace of the drivers, in this lap, Mark have lapped on a unbelievable 124.6. Then he's very faster even than the others, because the fastest lap set by Ali K is a 125.4. So let's see what they're gonna do. There's Thorn that is right in the back of the McLaren on Stig right now. Let's see what's gonna happen right now. And Ganu is in the back of the standings, but he can clearly see what is happening right in front of him. He's not so far. And again, Stig. Oh, look at the Sauber! Look at this one with Thorn overtaking both Ali K and maybe Stig. Let's see if he can do this. Yes, he got it. Yes, he got us, and he's second. Unbelievable. Ali K was overtaken by 2 cars on the same straight. And again, in this lap, Mark have gained 6/10 of a second with this battle. That is really getting harder behind him. And look at this, we also have Danny 92 on Matouf.
On Matouf.
And Danny 92, yes, he got it, he overtake him.
And it's Thorn now that he have more than 1 second on Ali K. So I think Thorn have also a big opportunity to go away and let Ali K, Stig, and others to battle.
Yeah, pretty sure about it. So now Thorn have gained something on Mark. He gained 2/10 of a second in the first two sector. Let's see if he's going to be able to gain something even in this lap. And now the new gap is 2.9 and Pete for 2 cars.
Contact, I think Danny, perhaps damage his front wing.
Libero.
Yes.
Stig and Thorn maybe. Oh no, Ali K.
And it's not surprising because they lost lots of time and they can't continue like that.
So Danny 92.
And Danny changes for his front wing. Yes.
Yeah, they all changed their front wing, so they've all got some problems, maybe a bit of contact while the battle was really hard.
Yes,
so
it was
Ali
too
K
close.
is on medium tires, Libero is on soft tires, and same thing for Danny 92. His Red Bull is also on soft tires, so the only driver who choose the medium tires is Ali K with a Sauber.
And Thorn is coming back to mark 2.6. Really big effort from
2.6.
Thorn. Yes.
He's really flying right now, and he almost lost the rear of his car at the exit of the Ascari. We only completed 8 laps of the 53 we're still gonna have, and as we told you before, the weather forecast is pretty interesting, as it says that there's maybe going to be some rain approximately at the half of the race, at the half of the distance.
And
And now
Matouf,
Matouf, right in the back of
he chose to stay behind the stick, I think. Yeah. Because he knows that he lost time if he attacked.
Thorn is really flying right now, as the
every
pace.
sector is
Yeah,
2.5.
Mark sets 126.1 against the 125.6. He almost lost half a second in this lap. He have to be careful because Thorn is really coming back into him.
And Manuel Jouve have the soft tires and P5 just behind Matouf. So good start for Manuel Jouve.
And maybe someone have also tried something different, and it's Marco Gano who stopped and he is now on medium tires.
Yes, he can go really far in the race. Perhaps until the rain, if it's raining, we don't know.
That's the reason. Maybe they have tried something different, as they were in a difficult position. They try something different to wait the rain and then try to stop one time less than the drivers in front of them.
And Thorn continues to coming back 2.1.
2.1. 4/10 of a second gain again by Thorn on F1 Racing Mark. So it seems like the battle is far from over right there.
And I think even Stig is faster than Mark at the moment, because 3.5 it's not a big gap.
25 Mark set a 25.6, Thorn 25.2, Stig 25.3, Matouf 25.3, Manuel Juve 25.1. And look at just taking a look at the drivers behind. We have Libero on soft tires, 24.9, so be careful, but he also have 3 seconds. Maybe Libero have get 3 seconds from the game as he cut the first chicane in the second lap when he have go when when he's gone wide
Yes.
in the first corner.
And Mark is struggling now, and go to the pit lane
Yeah,
because
go to the pit lane.
yes, it was
Turn
just 1
continues.
second.
Turn continues, and his lap times are still very good.
And Matouf
125.4.
P2.
Matouf, oh, Matouf P2 after a 25.1 in this lap. And Danny set the fastest lap of the race, 124.4 on soft tires. So I do believe that the drivers on the lead maybe think about a some strategy change.
and Manuel Juve just past Stig. Stig is struggling too. The
Yes,
super
Stig
soft.
is really struggling right now.
Yes. I think it's time to go to change the tires now.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's the time. It's the right time. And let's see what's happened behind. As
Mark
we have now the
has no
distance
traffic.
are. Now Marco Gano is on the last position. It's P11 right now, and he have almost 54 seconds, 53.9 seconds from the leader. So it means that with a pit stop of the leader, he should be maybe 25 seconds away from the leaders. But maybe the difference will be that he will try to wait till the rain will come, if the rain will really come.
Well, we don't know. And Ali K is on medium also.
Ali K, yeah, is also on medium. He was the first driver who chose the medium tire. So let's see if now is going to try to use Libero as a.
It's the best strategy, in my opinion. It's
there's
not
two more
necessary to
stops.
overtake.
Two more. Matouf and Thorn goes to the pit. So we have the two Sauber and the two Renault next to each other right now. As Matouf is in P7, Thorn is ahead of him, and he have Libero and Ali K right behind him.
And Libero is the only driver to has the soft tires, so he has
and
to overtake Matouf.
Excuse me, but Sabo have tried to defend himself from the attack of Mark, and he almost hit him. The fortune was that Sabo almost spin himself at the Roja. He touched the Red Bull, but Mark didn't have, seems like he didn't have any damage from this contact. The situation is that now Matouf is trying to go on the inside to defend himself from his teammate, but Libero overtake him, and he is now, look at this, we have also Thorn trying to overtake the McLaren of Sabo.
Sabo is really slow now. He's really slow.
He's really slow right now. He didn't seem to be so fast even in qualifying when he was last, 3.3 seconds away from the pole position, but now he's really struggling as he's on new super soft tires. And also Stig is in the box right now. Shalazasqua now, he is second. Manuel Juve with the new...
Stig lost his brake in the first chicane. I think yes, he touched somebody. I didn't see who it was. Perhaps Matouf.
Maybe his brakes were too cold after the stop.
Yes, it was really surprising. Yes.
He found himself a little bit surprising when he...
It was not an attack, just a mistake. Yes.
Yeah. So looking at the race pace, we have Manuel Juve leading the race with a 25.2 in the last lap. He is really fast. He is really constant on his race pace. Shalazasqua is really struggling right now with a 27.1 in the last lap. Mark is on a 24.9. And also taking a look in the back. And there's something strange right there. Because in the race director, I'm seeing a drive-through penalty for Marco Ganu, but that penalty was given right before he stopped and he stopped for the medium tire. So I don't know if the game is right.
It was at lap 8, and I don't know if he complete. I think so, but yeah.
And Marco Gano is now not so far from the other, as he is lapping just half a second slower than Mark, than he is on soft tires. Marco Gano is now on medium tires, so he's on the less competitive tire. Mark's at the fastest lap of the race right now with a 1:24.3, and we are on lap 14 of 53 here in Monza. And it seems like the sun is a little less brighter right now.
Yes. Perhaps if that continue like this, perhaps some rain in a few laps.
Manuel Juve completing one more lap with a 1:25.4. Look at the consistency of the race pace of Manuel Juve right now. He already make 15 laps on his super soft tires, and he is the driver who is using this tire as best as he can. Shalazasqua in the box, let's see where he's going to exit. He's on P8. Libero 1:24.1 is the new fastest lap of the race, and he is right in the back of Thorn. They are fighting for the third place. There is also Matuf right in the back of the Red Bull of the Danny 92. They also have LK in front of them in 5th place. So Mark is now second. Manuel Juve still leading the race on lap 15. Let's see what's happening behind them, because we have Libero opening the DRS right now. He is still behind Thorn, but I do believe that the fight is coming.
Yes, and he has to pass really soon now, because the soft tires will not perform
much longer.
Yes. So the medium gonna be better in few laps. I think he can pass in this lap.
Let's see. So what he's going to try, and even
yes, no problem.
No problem. Behind him, Danny 92 has just been overtaken by Ali Kane again. Yeah, Ali Kane still behind him. So Libero now have to try to enlarge the gap between him and Thorn.
It will be difficult, I think, because Thorn is really fast.
Thorn seems to back down right now.
Yeah. I think the soft tires lost too much performance to create the gap now.
Manuel Juve have pitted right now. There's something wrong, maybe, because I see Manuel Juve with soft tires right now.
And he's going to the pit lane.
He's going to the pit right now. No. So he's on super soft. It was just a game glitch right now. So yes. Manuel Juve in the box right now. I'm pretty sure that is gonna regain the lead of the race right now.
And he made a good stint because I think he will not too far.
So Manuel Juve, Libero, and Thorn are passing right now. Manuel Juve is right with the pack of Ali K.
It's not the good, not good for him, because it will be really difficult.
Stick behind.
Yes.
We also have stick behind.
But so he has 3 drivers.
It's going to be tough for him.
Yes.
So Mark is again the leader of the race right here on lap 17 of 53, but Libero and Thorn are not so far from him. They are 3.2 seconds away.
Yes, it's a very small gap for Libero and Thorn.
Yeah. Actually, look at the drivers behind. We still have Marco Gano on P10 with the medium tires. His last lap was a 1:25.9, so it's not gonna be easy for him. He really have to hope in something different. Maybe
Yes.
have to hope in a safety car or something like that.
And the sky is not really blue anymore.
Yeah,
It's
it seems
pretty
like
gray.
that. Pretty gray right now.
Yes,
But the battle between
okay.
Danny Alikay and
Matouf,
Matufi is still on fire. With Alikay goes on the outside, and Danny 92. And look at this, and Alikay, he is leading, and Manuel Juve is right behind them.
Yes.
Let's see what he's going to try right now. He goes on the inside of the Renault of Matouf. They goes on the brake right now, and Matouf goes wide, giving Manuel Juve the chance to overtake him. So Manuel Juve reach P6 right now.
His best chance is at the exit of Parabolica. He has to prepare his exit and try to pass the two drivers in the same straight.
And I'm gonna also told you that the pace of Mark it's not so good, as again Libero is gaining advantage on him. He's now 2.7 seconds away.
Yes, and Thorn
Danny 92 again fighting.
is really smart because he let Libero make the job and use it to come back also to the first.
Danny 92 again fighting against Alikay. And there is also Manuel Juve. Stig 1:23.9. It's the fastest lap of the race. Alikay goes on the inside of Danny 92. They goes on the brake right now for the first chicane. And Alikay again in fourth place. And Manuel Juve is right in the back of them.
And Stig
on Matouf.
trying to pass Matouf. Yes.
He's trying to pass Matouf. He got the inside for the Curva Grande, but now he is going to have the outside for the Roggia, but he's already ahead of the car of Matouf, so Stig reached P7 right now.
Yes, and Stig has new tires. He pits really far. So with soft tires, I think he can overtake perhaps the three drivers before him.
By now, even Marco Gano is going faster than the leader. He was 24.8 at the end of the... he was 34.8 seconds far from the leader at the end of the last lap.
Back.
And now he's at 34.1 seconds. He gained 7/10 of a second. As I told you before, he's also going to try for sure something different. Let's see if the soft tires of the drivers behind him will last till the win will come.
And Manuel Juve,
the sun is fading away. And Manuel Juve, they were really close. Danny 92 and Alikay were really close, and Manuel Juve is right in the back. Also, Stig is coming. It's gonna be a hell of a battle right here. With Danny 92 still in. Oh, look at this!
That's too close.
Jesus! What am I seeing right now with four cars approaching the Roggia? And again, look at how much they are next to each other. It's amazing. No contact right there. Lesmo one and Stig in the inside of Alikay. Jesus, what I'm seeing right now.
I think Stig will try to in a car.
Danny is in trouble. Danny is in trouble because he's the only driver that will not have DRS right there. Alikay is the only one who's trying to overtake him, but he have to resist. Alikay tried to overtake Danny 92, but the Toro Rosso driver avoid the overtake of the Sauber driver. Very, very hard situation right there. It's gonna be a hell of a battle right there.
Stig made a little mistake. He breaks in the grass,
Yeah,
and P8 for Stig.
breaks on the grass, so he lost the position. Seems like
Yeah.
I'm looking to a. I'm just looking to a Moto3 race.
And
When you-
Alike didn't let really big space to Stig. Stig didn't
Yeah.
have other choice
Enough
to
space to
go to
brake.
the grass. Yes.
And now, excuse me, but Jay Thorne have overtake Libero for the second place, and he's now trying to
Yes.
get advantage as you told me before. The medium tires are now getting better than the soft tires, and it seems like Thorne have now the pace to try to catch again Mark. That is the thing
Yes.
that he was not able to do in the stint before.
He's in the best position now because soft tires, I think,
2.1.
yes,
Excuse
yes,
me,
yes.
2.9. He gained 0.2 of a second only in the second sector.
And every lap, it will be better for him. And I think he don't want that the rain is coming now.
Yeah.
He has to continue like this a few laps. And Libero will not have the DRS.
Libero don't have the DRS right now, so he's already far than 1 second away from Thorne. Thorne that is now, let me see.
Oh, Alike! Completely crazy.
On the inside again! Oh my goodness. Alike
He
again,
has,
no, look at this! Look at this! They're really close to each other. And now Alike have to defend himself at the Roja. He trying to go on the inside. That's Jesus, 3 cars in one corner. What am I seeing right now? And again, look at how much they were close to each other. And Stiga ready overtook Matuf. He's, oh Jesus, he going on the outside.
Stig is really fast because he had
He's really fast right now.
a gap to.
Oh, look at this! He made a mistake again. He
yes.
goes wide on the exit of Lesbo 2.
He has to be more patient because he has the pace, but a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. And
But
Mark
it's
now 3.2 second advantage on J-Tor 97.
And
Seems like in
Libero
this lap he gained something. And he's
is
still gaining 3.3.
He's back in the DRS, Libero.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of mistake for
Yes,
Thorne.
he lost time. Yes.
Oh, look at this again! Ali K defending himself from Danny 92, and Manuel Juve trying to get advantage of the situation, but he is still behind. And Matuf is right in his back. Amazing, these 5 drivers are giving us an absolutely amazing race tonight.
And it's raining now.
It's raining, yeah?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
seeing the raindrops falling down on the track. So now it's going to be just a matter of time before the driver will decide to go to the pit and change their tires. They also have to choose just the right moment, because if you
Yes,
stop
it's
just
not
a
easy.
little bit before, you may lose a lot of time because your intermediate tires will not work. But if you choose to stop a little bit far away, farther than the right moment, you may lose a lot of time because the slick tires, when the track's wet, are really hard.
And Libero already in the box. I think it's really early because
Yeah, it's
it's
really
raining
early.
since just one lap.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, he is on green intermediate tires.
And all the other drivers have continued. No surprise. And Mark is not he don't like the rain, I think, because just
And
2
also
seconds.
Marco Ganu goes on in the box. Shalazasqua too, and they are both on intermediate tires. So let's see what the race leader are going to do. As you told
I
me
think he's
before,
going
it
to the
seemed...
pit.
Oh yeah, look at how much time is losing Mark right now.
Yeah.
He almost lost 2 seconds. And Thorn is very close right now.
Yeah, I think he will not take the risk to stay on track because he lost a lot of time in this lap, and the track is
Oof.
really wet.
Yeah, the track is really wet.
It was
And
really
let's see what
fast.
they're gonna do. Yes, they're going
and
both
Thorn
in the
just
box
behind.
right now. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's maybe going to be a defining moment of the Italian Grand Prix.
Mistake for Manuel Juve in
Oh,
Parabolica, and I think Libero make the good choice because he's really fast.
oh, Joe! Look at the risk he take as he breaks for the enter of the pit lane. And Thorn is exit now the box, and he is still behind. And Libero is right with them.
Yes, it was the best choice, I think, for Libero because yeah, it's just 1 second behind Thorn. So now it's a different race because it's a different drive with wet conditions and
Yeah,
perhaps
there's also
other
not going to
drivers.
be the DRS available.
Yes,
And
yes.
we have also Marco Gano in the back of the Mercedes of Shalazasqua. Let's see if he's going to try to overtake the Mercedes driver. They are on the finish line right now. The first chicane, but Gano is very close, but he wasn't able to make a maneuver on the Mercedes.
And our group exploded, and for the P4, big gap between drivers.
Yeah,
P4.
it seems like the rain is making a selection of the drivers.
Yes, it's always like this. Always like this in the rain. The gap is really easy to make.
Gano P9.
Yeah, Gano overtakes Shalazasqua. And he is far from the leaders. He's 37 seconds away.
15 seconds from Manuel Juve for Gano. So a lot of work to do to gain another position.
Yeah, I don't know if there are any kind of updates from the race directors, if we have any penalty for any drivers, if Mark 17 can give us an update about it.
Okay, I'm gonna see. Mark did a mistake at turn 1.
Yeah?
I saw him. Yeah.
And Manuel Juve and Marco Gano have a drive-through penalty in lap 23 and 24.
Wow.
So they made the mistake with the rain. It's a classic mistake.
That's very hard for his race.
Yes.
So looking at the leaders, and Thorn is leading the race. Thorn is leading the race, and Mark is now only third. Mark is third right now.
Made a big mistake.
Yeah, as Mark 17 was telling us before, he made a mistake at turn 1. Tig is 5th, LK 4th, 6th place for Matuf, Danny 92 is in 7th, Manuel Juve P8, P9 for Shalazasqua, and P10 for Marco Gano. Then we have Sabo on P11.
And Manuel Juve making his drive through now.
Yeah. So the distance between the driver have now enlarged with the rain, we have Denny 92 that is not so far from Matuf. They are fighting for P6 and P7 right now. Let's see if the Red Bull driver will be able to catch the French driver of F1 Simo.
I think, in my opinion, Mark doesn't like the rain.
The rain at all.
Yes. I think he have to look back with Ali K, just 6 seconds behind him, because the two drivers, Libero and Torn, are faster than him.
Yeah, taking a look at the race pace right now that they are on intermediate tires. Torn, the leader, sets a 33.1, Libero 134.2, and Mark 140.9. Now let's see what happened in this lap. It seems like, just taking a look at the pace of Torn, 33.1 for Torn, 33.7 for Libero, and Mark 33.8. So now it seems that Mark and Libero are on the same pace. It seems like Torn have something more to gain right now. Even Ali K 132.8. He's the fastest driver on track right now with the intermediate tires, but faster of him is Stig with 132.3.
And
all
just
the others are slower than him.
5 seconds between Mark and Ali K, and Stig just behind him.
Yeah, let's see what Stig is gonna try to do right now.
But we know that Stig make a lot of mistakes. Yes, he have to be patient, because
and he
we
has to stay
are only
focused
at the middle of the race. Yes.
Yeah, we're only just a bit farther than the middle of the race. We are on lap 28 of 53. So J. Torn on Sauber is leading the race ahead of the Renault of Libero. Then we have Mark in third, LK, Stig, Matuf, Denny 92, Manuel Juve, Shalazasqua, Marco Ganu, and Sabo. This is the running order right now. Now there are no battles right now. The drivers are pretty much... There's enough distance between each driver right now. So talking about the standings right now, excuse me, before this race, F1 Italian team was leading the championship with 128 points, 38 points more than F1 Simu that was second with 90 points. With this order, F1 Italian team will get only 1 point, so it's going to go to 129 points, but F1 Simu will get 18 points with Libero, 26, so it means that the distance between the two teams will be of, let me check, 38, 26, 13 points right now. 13 points between F1 Italian team and the F1 Simu, as we still have 23 laps to go for the end of this race, but we also have to remember that the final showdown will be maybe in the greatest circuit Formula 1 have on its calendar, and we're talking about the Belgian Grand Prix. We're talking about Spa-Francorchamps.
And it will be for sure a really interesting race because we know that the weather in in Belgium is not sunny. So I think we
Usually,
will
yeah.
have probably some rain and probably a little cow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good word.
Well, we really don't know. Usually races are very, very unpredictable. You never know
Yes.
what's going to happen. And especially when you're racing in Spa-Francorchamps, you never know what to expect from the weather. So behind Libero we have, as we told you before, F1 Racing Mark is in third place, and Ali K is behind him, just 3.4 seconds away. Let's
Yes,
see
he's
if
coming
he's
back
able.
really fast. And
Let's see what's
Mark
gonna happen now.
continues to lose time on the Renault. And Alike and Stig, Stig
In
perhaps.
this lap, Mark and Ali K do approximately the same time, as Ali K
Yeah.
didn't gain nothing at all on the Red Bull driver. Then there is Stig in fifth. We have Matouf still following, not so far behind by the Red Bull of Danny 92. Looking at the back of the grid, just to taking a look at the race pace, we have Marco Gano with the Ferrari, the only one F1 Italian team driver still in the race. It's a 1:33.2 in the last lap for Marco Gano against the time of Thorn, that is leading the race with a 32.7 second. But taking a look at the penalties, I do believe that Thorn have just received a 3-second penalty by the game, and this can be something that can change the race if I'm
Yes.
if I'm looking right.
And I don't know if Libero has a
Libero have also 3
Yes,
seconds. They
yes,
get
3
3
seconds.
seconds in the second lap.
Exact.
Mark is without even any kind of advertisement from the game. So then we have 2 warnings for Halikay, 1 warning for Stig. We have Matouf with no warnings. Danny
Yes.
92, let me check. 2 warnings for Danny 92. Manuel Juve, no warnings for Manuel Juve. Shalazasqua, no warnings. And Marco Ganu, let me check. 2 warnings for Marco Ganu and a drive-through penalty.
And it could be difficult for Thorn because it was his 3 seconds was because he took a lot of advertise, and Libero it was just a mistake. So Thorn has to be more. I don't know the word. He has to stay in the line, in the right
Yeah.
line, because if he continues, he will take more penalties.
And it seems like Danny 92 is much closer now to the Renault of Matouf. The battle is about to begin
Yes.
between these 2 drivers. And let's see what's going to happen. By now, it's really the only one battle we have on track. It's for P6 and P7.
And
Danny
without
92 is
the
pretty
DRS,
close right now.
it's really
It's going to be
really
hard, yeah.
Yes, and the break in the in the first chicane, it's a challenge.
And now look at the mark. Alikay is still gaining time. He gained 1/10 of a second in the last 2 laps. He is now
And Danny-
2.4 from Mark.
Danny is
Danny
overtaking Matouf.
alongside. He is alongside Matouf. It seems like he is much faster than the Renault is. And yes, he is behind. He is ahead of the Renault. He is in front.
And Stig lost yes 1 second from Alikay. It's difficult for Stig to maintain the gap, and
Yeah.
Alikay is coming back to Mark only 2 seconds now.
Yeah, 2 seconds only between Mark And Ali K.
And Torn is a little bit faster than Libero, 1-2 tenths by lap. So if he continues like this, he will be
And
in
this
a
can be
good position.
This can be also a turning point race for Apex Online Racing. They are actually in 4th place in the standings with 62 points, only 2 points away from F1 Racing drivers, and now they have a driver who's leading the race and one that is in the 4th place, so they're about to gain a lot of points on F1 Racing drivers.
Yes, because Mark is P3 and Danny P6.
It's P6. I think they are going to be. I think they're gonna overtake F1 Racing driver in the
Yes, for
team
sure.
standing.
For sure, because only 23 points at the moment for racing drivers, and the win is already 25.
Yeah. And Ali K is coming in the back of the Red Bull of F1 Racing Mark. Ali K is maybe just a bit more than 1 second away.
Yes.
Still have lost time, still have lost contact to the Sauber of Ali K.
But I think he hopes that the two drivers will lost the time in battle, and he expects that, in my opinion, because if in the pure pace is behind. And a blue flag for
there's a driver
Sabo.
behind. It's maybe Sabo, yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
He let the
from
two
Sabo.
drivers, he let Mark and Ali K go. And now we have his teammate in right behind him. He goes also on the grass to let him go.
It will be difficult to to have the grip with grass on the tires.
And Marco Ganu is again trying to
Yes.
to catch again the Mercedes of Shalazaskwa. He received a
seconds now.
drive to penalty. Yeah, 3 seconds now.
I think he will have some regrets because he
Yeah.
have the good pace.
His pace
but,
was not so bad, yeah.
Yeah.
He is now on, just taking a look at the leaders. Thorn is lapping right now, I do believe, on a high 32. Now a low, between the high 32 and the low 33. Marco Ganu's pace was, was on a medium 33, 32.7, 33.7, 33.5, 33.7.
And Sabo tried the full wet, and I think it's not
Oh.
the good choice. I think
don't
he
know
will
if
back
that's
in
right
the pit lane. I don't know. He continues.
Let's see what's gonna happen right now.
It was difficult in the parabolic car to have the grip.
Yeah, that's a very fast corner. You still have to accelerate while you're still turning your car inside. It's
Yes.
very
And
hard,
the mistake.
especially in these conditions.
Another mistake for Sabo. It's really too hard to accelerate with these tires.
And Ali
And,
K is right in the back of Mark.
Attention to
So
Matouf.
battle. Ouais, Danny and Matouf.
Daniel Matouf also
And there is Sabo
still
just
fighting against each other. And look at Ali K right in the back of Mark. They are fighting for the podium. They are fighting for 3rd and 4th place right now.
And Sabo is outside of the track in Ascari. He totally lost his brake. And Ali K on mark.
And Ali
It's too
K
late,
trying
too
on
late.
inside, both too late. They were both too late on the brakes, and they both made our mistakes. And Stig will surely take advantage of this situation.
And Ali K made a big effort to try to complete the corner, but Mark goes straight and create another big gap. 1 second.
And now taking a look at if Mark have received any kind of penalty.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Yes. I think it's normal because he's going straight and Ali K
Yeah, he goes straight.
just stopped the car to try
Yeah.
to take the corner. So
And
it's
Ali
really
K is
good.
again right behind.
Yes. So now he don't have to pass Mark. He can just finish 3 seconds behind him, but I'm sure he will try to overtake on the track. And Danny and Matu from full wet also.
And also there's some
Ali K.
Ali K, yeah. Ali
Yeah.
K, so maybe Sabo was
And
not so
Libero.
crazy. Libero on full wet tires too, so the rain is intensifying right here, and the drivers have decided to change
And-
their tires and goes on the full wet.
Mistake for Mark, another mistake, and Stig is just behind him for the P1 for the lead. I think intermediate
Oh,
tires are.
Libero made a mistake at the first corner. He almost spins off.
Oh, yeah.
And he's now rejoining the track. Wow, such a huge control for Libero in the first corner. And Stig is now second, right in the back of Mark. They are still both on the intermediate tires.
Yes.
And Torn is third, right in the back of them. And look at the fight between them. They are really slow. Torn is right in the back of them, and he's gonna gain a lot of advantage after they're gonna
Yes,
stop.
1 second in one sector.
Yeah.
So it's time to
Mark
pass the full
on
wet.
the inside. Try to defend himself from Stig. That goes
Stig.
wide in the parabolica. And they
And
continue.
they continue. It's pretty strange.
Maybe they are just waiting for the rain to stop. Then they're gonna wait for the track to
Yeah,
dry.
it's the only one solution.
And there's a
because,
Ferrari, and there's Marco Gann right in front of them.
they lost
He's on
3
full
seconds.
wet tires. Let's see if he's going to be able to be faster than the two leaders.
I'm a little bit afraid for Mark and Stig. In my opinion, it's not the good choice, but let's see what happens. And Stig made a mistake. It's
Oh, yeah.
impossible to drive. Impossible to drive in intermediate now.
And Tony is right there. Let's see what F1 Racing Mark is going to choose right now.
Yeah. In this condition, you have to be really calm because it's not the good tires. So you have to be really focused to not make a mistake. And Stig make a really big mistake. I think he will go to the pit lane now.
Let's see what F1 Racing Mark is going to do right now, and he
No,
still
no, continue.
He's trying
Yes.
something unbelievable. He's
And
trying
Stig also. Stig also on
Stig
the
also. So maybe
intermediate.
Stig have only made one of the few mistakes he made in this race.
And Mark lost 2 seconds on Libero. It's not huge. 2 seconds and 13 seconds of advantage of Libero.
So Thor now is right in the back of Mark. So now it really seems that the intermediate tires are not lasting much longer on this track.
Yeah, we will pass really easily on this straight, I think. Not sure. So Thorn is back to the P1.
So Thorn is back on P1 right now. He was able to overtake Mark, and he's trying to re-get the lead.
Yeah, but
He goes wide right now. Let's see if he decides to continue. No, yes, he continue. Mark continue.
13 laps to go. It's a lot of laps. And Libero 11 seconds, and also Ali K can catch them.
Yeah. So Ali K is, let me see. Ali K is now
17 seconds.
He's far from the leaders.
Yeah.
He's 7 seconds away from the Renault of Libero that is on P4. Stig is in third right now.
And
So
Danny,
Mark and Stig are still continuing on intermediate tires.
yes, I think now they will try to go to the end and pray to to stay on track. It will not be easy.
So
And
Mark
Danny has
is
a little gap to
2.2 away from the leader now. He
yeah.
lost 2 seconds.
And it's difficult to say, but it seems that the rain is not
It's
really
stopping right now.
heavy.
So
Yes,
maybe
yes. Perhaps it will
the
be good for
choice.
intermediate.
Yeah, maybe the choice of Mark and Stig will be a right choice right now, as
Yeah.
the rain is not falling anymore, or that is what it seems. Safety car! Safety car!
I don't know.
I don't know why, really.
No, because we don't have any message.
Let me see, I didn't see any car crashed.
No.
I see Manuel Yu there. No, he was struggling with the car, he was out, I don't know what.
Well, it's very strange. Very strange.
It's very strange. So this is going to be interesting, as the safety car will compact the group again.
Yeah, and I don't know if the drivers with full wet will try to come back in intermediate.
Yeah,
it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I don't know.
That is something that will not make Stig and Mark very happy right now. So let's see what Thorn is going to do. We have a safety car on track as we are on lap 42 of 53. So the race will restart with less than 10 laps to go, and Thorn is heading back to the pit.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
pretty
Mark
sure he's gonna choose some
also.
intermediate tires. Mark 2, Stick 2, they are all on
Everybody,
new,
I
fresh
think.
intermediate tires.
Oh no, Libero continues, so Libero
Libero
will be
continue.
in P1, but not with the
But
good
he is on
tires.
full wet tires. I don't know if that is
Yeah.
the right choice. So Libero is leading, but I don't think that his tires are the right ones right now.
Yeah, I think it's not the good thing. And everybody and Matouf continues too. The 2-0 continues on the full wet.
So Libero have just right now catch the safety car. So we have Libero leading the race. Yes, Libero is leading the race with Ali Kane in second
Ali K
place.
also in full
Third.
wet. Ali K.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's really
told
very
before,
difficult for-
I don't think that is right choice right now.
No.
But we're
no.
going to see. There are still some rain on the track, so I don't think this is going to dry out soon. I'm still seeing some raindrops on the cameras.
Yeah. There is a lot of water on the track.
Yeah, now
Sure.
there's a lot of water on the track, and there's again a lot of water coming down from the sky. It seems like it's raining cats and dogs right now.
Yeah.
So
And I
the
think
standings
it's,
right now
yeah.
says that Libero is leading the race with Ali K. Then we have Thorn, Mark, Stig, Matouf, Danny 92, Manuel Juve, Shalazasqua, Marco Gano, and Sabo. And Marco
And,
Gano
uh,
goes in the box. It seems like he's going. Let's see.
Steve got driver penalty.
Oh,
no. Oh, what a
Maybe for
mistake on the
speeding.
safety car.
Maybe for speeding.
Yeah. And it's the biggest chance of Marco Gano because he was really far, and the safety car can offer him a big chance. And
Marco Gano.
full wet.
And look at this. Yes, full wets for Marco Gano, who will be maybe able to rejoin the group, but he have to do it as soon as he can, because I do believe that in the next lap the race will restart.
Yeah. And I think it's the first safety car in the event, no? I'm not sure, but I think it's the first time.
Yes, it's the first safety car ever in the championship. We already got a couple of virtual safety car, one in Bahrain maybe, or two, but we never saw a safety car coming out in the championship by now.
What is funny is because the safety car is coming with no crash, no
Unfortunately, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Marco Gano will have maybe a problem because he is going to have the lapped car of Sabu right in front of him, and as you know, in this game, lapped car cannot overtake during the safety car. Compared to reality, when you clearly know, then after the group is all behind the safety car, the lapped cars are allowed to overtake the safety car and rejoin the group from the back.
And I don't know if the safety car is going to the
safety
pit
car
lane
is
now.
doing another lap. The safety car is doing another lap right now. It seems like the lights of the safety car are still turned on. So we're going to have one more lap of safety car. So now Libero is the leader, and the rain is still coming down, and there's a Red Bull in the box. Let's see, maybe it's Mark. Oh, look at this. Ah, yeah, he crashed the car. He crashed the front wing. He maybe got a bit of a damage on his front wing, so he destroyed
yeah.
more the front wing to have the opportunity to
It's
change
terrible
his
for
front
Mark.
wing. Yeah,
Terrible for Mark because he
terrible. Yeah.
he made a great race and it's now P8. Perhaps no, he will stay P8.
And Marco
And,
Gano have now catched the Shalazasqua. So these
And
two
Stig.
cars are the only two cars that still have to reach the group that
Stig
is
also choose to go to the box and
yeah, also got to the box.
forward.
Manuel Juve is the first car of the group, and he is now exiting the Roggia. I gotta tell you, I don't know if these cars are going to be able to rejoin the group in time.
Yeah, it's not sure. It will be okay for Stig, I think, but perhaps Mark will be too far. Because the safety car is really fast. Even if Lewis Hamilton is not agree with, with that.
So now we have one more lap. Still lights on for the safety car.
Strange.
This is
I
the
hope,
fourth lap under safety car.
I hope
Never
we will
see-
not go to the end like this.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the real Charlie Whiting has taken control of the race, and he told
Yeah.
the drivers cannot race with all this rain, so I take the safety car out for safety reasons.
It's the first time I see that.
Yeah, it's the first time I saw the safety car stay out for more than 3 laps.
Yeah. So everybody will catch the group. It's sure.
So yeah, I do believe that
Shall
now
that,
everyone have catch the safety car.
Yeah. And Marco Ganu again
Yeah,
in the pit lane.
Again! He goes on intermediate tires. Damn, that's really strange.
He tries
That's-
all the tires he had.
So
It's
let's
his
see if we're
fourth
going to
pit
have a restart of the race at the end of this lap. Let's see if the safety car will turn off the lights at the end of the second sector. Still need some water, it's really warm tonight. So, taking a look at the lights of the safety car, and they are... No, they are out right
no.
now. So,
Yeah.
safety car in this lap. We're gonna have 7 lap of L right now. We are on lap 46 of 53 here in Monza. It's going to be epic. It's gonna be the grand finale of this race. And also Marco Gano rejoined the group just at the last second.
Ah, perfect.
So we are ready for the restart. I hope that nothing like Hamilton or what happened between
Yes.
Hamilton and Vettel is going to happen right now.
Yeah, we don't want to see this.
So let's see. Yes, Libero. Right on the gas.
He's,
And
now
we go.
10th.
What happened?
Matouf, I don't know what happened, but
He's last.
10th.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
he's in. And look at Ali K.
Ali
Ali
K.
K in the inside of Libero, and he is trying to defend himself from the attack of the Sauber. And Ali K is still behind with Libero defending the lead from the 2 Saubers right behind him.
Oh, Sabo. Oh,
Ah,
yes, Sabo.
maybe
Let's pass
something
everybody.
Something happened to Matouf because he is changing his front wing. So
Yeah.
he maybe made a mistake under the safety car and we didn't see that. And look at the battle right there with Mark behind the Stig, and he touched the back of the car of Stig.
and I think
Stick
the
that
full
is
weight
fighting with
are
Manuel
better.
Juve. Ooh. It seems like full wet tires are still the better choice right now.
Yeah.
The
Because
rain is still
Thorn
falling.
can't follow the two leaders, and they have the new tires and the old tires for Libero and Alicante.
And Marco Ganu is now on P8 and he's catching the Red Bull of Mark.
Yeah, because Mark is on intermediate, so
Yeah,
it's good for Ganu. No, Ganu also in intermediate. Sorry.
yeah. Alicante is pretty close
Oh,
to Libero.
Manuel Juve in the Parabolica in contact with Stig, I think.
And
And
yes, and
Stig in
he's
the pit
8,
lane
so...
again.
And
Again.
ooh, wow.
It's the sixth
Anything is happening.
pit box.
Really anything is happening.
Yeah.
Alicante still fighting with Libero for the lead, but he's still behind the Renault. So Libero is really giving everything that he have
Yeah.
to retain the lead, to try to take this victory. He already won a race in Hungary, and now
yes.
he's trying to take one more victory right here tonight in Italy.
So I will.
But Alicante is not going to back down right now.
Alicante
And-
have also 3 seconds penalty. I think it's important because Libero also has 3 seconds.
They both have 3 seconds, so they
Yeah.
are fighting on the same page right now.
Exactly.
They both have the same penalties. It seems like Alicante don't have the top speed to attack Libero. And behind there is Marco Ganu on P6, is getting closer and closer to F1 Racing Mark. That he is now on P5.
It's
Ahead of them
unbelievable
there's
for Gano.
1992.
Unbelievable to be P6 after the
Yeah,
race.
he's very lucky after that race. But look at Alicante right in the back of Libero. He goes on the inside again. Let's see what's gonna happen again. Good! Wow, what a break from
Wow,
Libero!
fantastic.
But he goes wide, and Alicante takes the lead on lap 49 out of 53, and it seems like he already gained a bit of advantage on Libero. He already have a consistent gap.
Yeah, and what a great move from Alicante. Fantastic break, because it's really, really difficult in the first chicane, and it was
And now
perfect.
we have Marco Gano right in the back of Mark. It's a challenge between two Mark.
Yeah.
One Italian and one from... Yeah, they are both Italian, but they choose another name.
and we saw a few laps ago that Mark is not really fast in the wet conditions, so I think Marco Gano will have the opportunity to take the advantage in the 4 laps.
And we also... Oh, God, look at this one! Oh, he
Oh,
made
no.
a mistake! Oh, wow.
The front wing.
No,
Again.
no. Huge mistake from Marco Gano, and that completely and definitely compromised
too
his
much.
race.
Yeah, too much this time. And Shadascoa let him pass because I think he have an illegal.
And look at Libero.
mistake.
Libero have also tried to defend himself from the attack of Thorn. Then he's now
Yeah.
on the inside, and now both of the
Alicante also
Saubers
Alicante made a mistake, and Thorn
made a
I
mistake. He
think,
goes wide in the first corner.
yeah,
Uh-oh.
and perhaps the intermediate is better now
Oh.
outside, and yeah, Thorn will pass. Thorn P1.
And Thorn is P1, so it doesn't change the fact that Apex
No.
Online Racing is leading the race with both of their cars, and no team in this season was able to reach a 1-2.
Yeah, it's really big for the standings because 43 points in one race.
Yeah.
It's,
Are really
I think,
enough. It will mean that with 43 points they will go up to 100. more than 100 points.
Yes, 105.
105, yeah.
And Libero 15 for F1 Simu, and Matuf only 2 points, so it will be really close between F1 Simu and Apex Online Racing.
Wow. That
Just,
will
2
change
or 3
everything.
points, I
So, Torn is now leading the race, completing lap 50.
Yeah, and Torn is going.
Beginning lap 51.
We will never see him again.
Yeah, but look behind, there's Dini 92. He is also
Yeah.
on intermediate tires, and he catch the
And he's
two
faster.
ahead of him that are Libero and Ali K.
Yeah, it's really difficult now. It's 3 laps.
They are really
To
struggling
go.
right now.
Yeah, Danny is really faster. Impossible
Very
to.
fast. Oh,
And
look at
Ali
this.
K on the grass.
Oh, on the grass, and the Libero goes on the
Ali K
inside.
got right.
Oh, he goes straight.
I
Let's
think
see.
he will take
think
a penalty.
A penalty, yeah. And
Yeah, he will
Danny
catch
92
that.
on the inside of Libero. They are side by side at Lasmo 1. And it seems like Danny 92 will be able to take P3. And yes, he got it.
Yeah, Ali
And
K
look at how much
just
is
took
faster. Even Mark, look at the two Red Bull, how much they are fast right now.
3 seconds for Ali K. So
3 seconds for Ali K, and Danny 92 overtake him just right now before the Ascari, reaching P2. But it seems like
Mark-
Torn, he's too much far away right now.
Mark will take the podium in my opinion, because he's on intermediate, and Ali K have now his penalty.
Yeah, the KF penalty, and Libero is fighting with him. And yes, look at this, look at the difference.
Impossible for full wet to resist.
Impossible to continue, but there are
2 laps to go now.
just 2 laps to go.
And Libero
It's not
Ali
the
K.
case to Libero again on the inside.
Oh, it's too late
And
for Mark.
it goes right. They all
Too
go
late for
wrong.
everybody.
Oh my! And
Manuel
behind
Juve
them,
is
there's
here now.
Manuel Juve. Yeah, Manuel Juve.
It will be fantastic. 2 laps, crazy.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. As Mark is getting advantage right now, and Manuel Juve on the outside of Ali K, but Ali
He
K
will pass
still
in the
defend himself.
acceleration. Yeah.
Yeah, there are
No
the
difficulties.
difference is too much right now, and Manuel Juve
It will be
overtake.
the same on Libero at the exit of Lesmo. Yeah, no problem. I
And
think.
in terms of standing, this result surely help F1 Italian team to retain the lead after a very poor
Yeah.
race for both of their drivers, as Nicola was out of the race before the start and Marco Ganu is only 10th.
Yeah, because F1 Simu lost a lot of position in the last lap.
In the last lap of the race,
Yes,
yeah.
Libero just P6 and Matuf P9.
P9. Just ahead of Marco Gano. Gano got the opportunity to rejoin the group, the opportunity to do something better, but he take a too much high risk on attacking Mark when he was much faster. And unfortunately,
It's not
damaged
over
his front
on
wing.
with
It's not
Libero
over
and
between
Ali
Ali
K.
K and Libero. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last lap. In the meantime, Torn have begun his last lap. This could be the first victory for Apex Online Racing in the Formula Europe. They never won in the history of this championship, but it seems like their first victory can take place in the Temple of Speed here in Monza.
And a mistake for Lib, go straight in the chicane, but didn't take a penalty because he lost time, and Ali K is just in front of him.
So it's just the last kilometer for Torn, that he is now approaching the last corner, the Parabolica, and J-Tor 97 approaching the finish line. Here's the check red flag, and J-Tor 97 takes the victory here in Monza. Unbelievable race for the AOR driver. In second place, Danny 92.
Between Libero and Ali K.
Just
and
at the parabolica.
Terrible for Libero. Shalada score just passed. P7 for Libero.
It's P7, so for F1 Simu it's P7 and P9. So that means that F1 Simu will
P8 for Matu, yes.
P8 for Matu, so it means that they will gain 6 points or 8.
Something like that.
Not the best way to take advantage from this situation. So here is the final standings, with J Torn taking the victory in front of the 2 Red Bull of Danny 92 second and F1 Racing Mark in third place. So we're just waiting for this driver to join us here in the press conference. So we just have now them to join us. We just have to wait a little bit. In the meantime, I ask you a question. What do you think about this race in general?
I think it was really fantastic because we have a lot of change of leading in the race, and I'm a little bit embarrassed by the safety car because he is going for no reason, but we have a really good race and a lot of difficult choice between intermediate and full wet tires, and we can see that in the last laps it was not the good bet for Libero and Ali K, and it was really fantastic.
Yeah. So we are, as I told before, we are just waiting for the first 3 drivers to join the lobby right now. As they're about to join, we have F1 Racing Danny 92 that already joined us. We are waiting also for his teammate Mark, and we are most of all waiting for the race winner J Torn to join us for the post-race press conference.
Good evening.
Good evening, Danny. So we're just taking a bit of time to wait for the others. Let's see if they are going to join us for this press conference. In the meantime, I do believe that we can ask something to Danny 92. I'm gonna ask him before in Italian, then I'm gonna translate. Danny,
if you want, we can speak English.
Okay, perfect. So it's been a very tough race with so many different situations. There was the rain, then the safety car in the final part of the race, then the rain intensified. It's been very hard, but in the end of all, you reach a fantastic P2. So tell us something more about this race.
Well, yes, you've told everybody what was the race. It was a really tough race because of the condition, and I started in the 5th position, P5, and in the quali I wasn't so good because I think I could do better, but unfortunately it wasn't like this. Then at the start of the race we have some problem because we were in traffic, and so it was hard for me because here in Monza you have problems, and every time at the last sector or in the first one you can overtake or be overtaken, and so it was really hard today for me to go and stay with the first. Then we had some problems in the first stint, but later with the rain it was a little bit better because I was so fast, I think, and the time was good, and the safety car at the end helped me a lot. I knew that in the last time was the correct choice to put the intermediate because I heard that in 5 minutes the rain should have stopped or something similar. So I was sure that I could do something better, more than the full wet drivers. And so at the end, it was good for me to arrive second because it's the first podium in Europe. I wasn't lucky in the last race, and for me is really good, and I'm really happy today.
Okay, thank you so much, Danny. So we're going to F1 Racing. Mark, your teammate. Mark, allora è stata una gara bella intensa, come ho detto anche al tuo compagno, tante situazioni, la pioggia è venuta, poi si è intensificata, la safety car nel finale, insomma di lavoro ce n'è stato da fare, poi le gomme si vedeva che nella fase finale di gara lavoravano molto meglio e vi hanno aiutato a risalire abbastanza facilmente la classifica. So it was, as I told before to your teammate, was a very tough race with so many kind of different situation, the safety car, the rain, but in the end of the race it seems like the choice of your tires was the better, and I'm pretty sure that this choice helped you to reach the podium and to overtake the other drivers that were on full wet tires.
Sì, è stata una gara difficilissima. In partenza, la prima variante ho spizzicato un pochino l'ala e il danno era le Epe. Infatti sull'asciutto comunque riuscivo ad avere un ritmo simile agli altri, a tal punto addirittura che poi si sono ostacolati, ho preso un margine. Lì mi sentivo abbastanza al sicuro, pensavo che poi alla sosta mi avrebbero comunque cambiato l'ala. Invece quando è iniziato a piovere nei pit stop purtroppo non riuscivo a... Ho provato addirittura a toccare un po' il muretto per spizzicarla un po' di più, purtroppo non ci sono riuscito e poi sulla pioggia era abbastanza difficile tenerla con la tutta gialla davanti. Ho provato a fare il possibile, poi per fortuna durante la safety car ho rischiato grosso, ho fatto 2 soste durante la safety car perché volevo rompere l'ala per cercare di metterla una nuova, ci sono riuscito. Ero ottavo, la gara sembrava abbastanza persa, però alla fine l'intuizione delle intermedie ha dato i suoi frutti, quindi ottimo podio, va bene così. Buona gara.
Dobbiamo anche ringraziare i nostri ingegneri che ci hanno aiutato sul gestire il meteo quest'oggi. Scusate.
Sì, assolutamente.
Okay, so it was a really tough race. I had a little bit of damage in the first lap as I damaged my front wing in the first corner. It was not a so hard damage. I was able to drive at the same speed when the track was dry, but when it started to rain, the car was more difficult, and the damage was doesn't make me feel the car good as before. Then I have tried a couple of times to break my front wing to have a new one, and I wasn't able to make that. Then I used the safety car to finally broke the front wing and then have a new one. I was only 8 when the race restarted, but the choice I made with the tire was good, and then I was able to rejoin the leaders and get a good podium. After all, that was not a bad race. Okay, so we were waiting for Thorn, but I do believe he don't want to talk to the people. I don't know. I was trying to invite him in the party, but I don't know why he didn't come there. So I do believe that it's also time to go to sleep. So as I always do, I have to thank all the guys that helped me out tonight. So I'm starting with a broadcaster, our official broadcaster, the director that made everything possible, everything that you see on screen. So I'll thank you so much to Bandicoot 92.
Thanks, good night.
Thank you so much.
Volevo fare, va bene, niente, ok. Good
Okay,
night.
so one more couple of thanks. I also have to thank my special guest tonight, my sparring partner, and I'm talking about F1 Simo Adeo. I know that he would prefer to be on track tonight, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, thank you, Flamin, to invite me to the commentators
Welcome.
cabin. I don't know. It was a really big pleasure.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. So
Posso
I
fare un
also
saluto?
yeah.
Un saluto particolare a due amici miei che mi stanno seguendo, Lele e Povic. Li ringrazio e li saluto.
Okay, perfect. And most of all, I have to thank each and every one of you that have watched our live broadcast tonight. You are always, you are just like the gas line that move the engine. We can't exist without you. We can't stand without your participation. So thank you, and thank you so much. So before closing the transmissions once and for all, just want to ask to Formula Europe when it's going to be the next race that is going to be the season finale in Spa-Francorchamps. So just tell out which is the date to sign on the calendar.
13th of July, 2 weeks.
Yeah, so don't forget it. 2 weeks from tonight, Spa-Francorchamps, race 6, the grand finale. The title will be decided on one of the most spectacular track Formula One have ever had. So thank you so much for watching us here tonight. Really, thank you so much. Good night and see you in 2 weeks.
Bye bye.